Okay, so folks, good morning and welcome to our MAM YouTube channel. Today we're actually talking about understanding shipment. This segment is called Shipment 101. There's going to be a series of these, and we're going to text out our YouTube channel, and we are currently asking most of our, if not all of our customers to actually subscribe to it. It is not about us gaining momentum to get paid, it is about people understanding shipments. One of the things that we're about to say basically has to do with our company. So please, nobody else use it there when people do their mess and say like Walter say or Walter said this. Okay, no, this is about MAM Enterprises. So the first thing we want you guys to understand when we're pushing people to tracking the shipment is because shipments are taking longer than usual. And one of the reasons is Liberia do not have a good flow of business right now. So in the past, we had shipments that were leaving from the US to the Mediterranean, from the Mediterranean to Liberia. Now, because we don't have a heavy flow of business going to the country, if you come here and you take a look at this screen, you'll find out that container comes from Chicago to us in Minnesota, back to Chicago, goes to Buffalo, goes to Newark, from Newark, it gets in on the rail, it goes to the Mediterranean, from the Mediterranean, then it goes to Abidjan. Abidjan was never there before. The Mediterranean, there is two stops in there, okay? One is Spain and the other one is Morocco. So there is technically two stops in there, and then you have Abidjan. And normally the container ends up spending more time in Abidjan than they normally used to. Now, in the past, people used to say, we used to get our containers out the same day they get to Liberia or the next day. The reason for that was that the hub for West Africa used to be Morocco in the Mediterranean there. So that way it was. So from there to Liberia was like 9 to 11 days. So once the vessel was boarded, once the container was loaded on the vessel at that time, the shipping line would do what they call the delivery order. And that's what we go and pick up and say, hey, when this container is coming, we want to pay for it. But now that they changed our hub to Abidjan, right here, now they changed to Abidjan, between Abidjan and Liberia is 24 to 48 hours. So the system is too quick for the system to put all of that paperwork in for us to be able to get it. So nowadays, the vessel ends up arriving in Liberia before we can get the delivery order for that. So that's one of the reasons why now the container gets to Liberia and take us sometime. We used to take between 1 to 3 days. Now we're taking between 1 to a week, and that is the cost for that. Secondly, the other thing that has the flow slower is most of the problem that is going in the Middle East there. Most of our shipment do sail through that canal, so that is also causing it. And so the shipping line or the steam line has to make that alignment for everything to fall into place. Okay, and to also avoid most of the dangerous area that is on that side. With that being said, we continue. Like we said, the increase in that. Now, one of the things that I would like to tell people is what they call the ETA, which is expected time of arrival. ETA, when we give you an ETA on our receipt, which is right here, right under our invoice number, when we give you an ETA, is exactly what the shipping line gave us at the time that we booked the shipment. Okay, and we add possibly another week there. That's what they gave us. We do not guarantee that. There's a lot of things that we don't guarantee when it comes to shipping. Not even the shipping line will guarantee it. If you guys don't know, there is a decliner that the shipping line has that tells you that they can ship a container for you and it can take up to a year and there's basically nothing you can do. That's why they gave you ETA, expected time of arrival. What we do guarantee on our receipt, what we have control over, is the day that we tell you we want to load the container. Because we have stores and we have cars dealership and we have to fulfill our line of business. So even if we have 1 to 2 boxes for a customer, we will still load that container. And how do you know? You can know by going to the tracking. So if you follow from here, you will see exactly when the empty container was pulled, you know, and all of that. When it was returned, you will see all of that. And sometimes it's good to track the container, mainly for a lot of people that are going to Liberia. There is no need that you ship with M&M and you don't really know when your things are getting to Liberia, because we gave you that option to be able to track it. We deal with MERS. MERS is going a little slower than it used to, but difference sometimes will be a week. So you are aware and not get to Liberia and then you call me from Liberia and ask me when the thing reaching. Now, if you look at the reason we gave you guys the tracking, this is 1 container paperwork right here. This is 1 container paperwork right here. 1, not 2. Now, if we are answering every question that people have on this container, we're not going to be able to do anything. The company is not going to grow. We're going to stay there. So normally, even when you call us, we still refer you to this paperwork. It has your invoice number. It has an expected ETA, which is sometimes exact, which is sometimes not. Most time the container is not getting there before in the past. Now we're almost around that, or sometimes a little bit after. So when you ship with us, we will call you back and we'll go over this very top part of it so that you understand exactly what it is shipping with M&M. So you have a taste of shipment. So once again, this is the beginning of a complete course that we're going to give concerning shipment. Shipment to Liberia are moving a little bit slower. So I advise you, if you're planning a trip to Liberia or your vacation, you carry your family, give it at least 2.5 months to 3 months now. Hopefully, when the Middle East crisis slow down, Liberia is able to pull in more businesses, the country to get more companies going in there, then maybe they might get rid of some of the transshipment and things will get back on course. But for now, I'm appealing to everybody, if you are shipping to Liberia, it's something you want to deal with, do it between 2.5 months to 3 months. Don't depend on what used to happen in the past, what M&M team get there in 30 days, get there 21 days, is not happening easily anymore, okay? So thank you for today. And like I said, we will do this every week just to get everybody, you know, upbeat with what is going on, okay, in the shipping industry. Next week, the next time we talk, we'll talk on U.S. Custom Hold and what that entails. Thank you, and have a blessed day.